taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Thornton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Sampson. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901.
Oh, look out! He smashes his way through again. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball, blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played it.
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting their goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse. So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. The play-action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Nimrod. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they'll run the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run the screen. The pirouette on the run. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is.
All kinds of running room. Smashes through. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On the option. The pitch. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense.
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Shakes off the tackle.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Comes that Alabama offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, put a thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. It'll be a draw. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Good timing on the quick out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's McCoy.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Quick completion on the out route. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
To the air, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 35. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Alabama!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Buys a little time. He'll let one go down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On first down from the 13-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block. Maybe.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Tulsa. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Extending the play. That's caught. It's Thornton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
He'll run it again. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Still looking, on the move. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it. And everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to the ground. Dances away again. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. And once he got loose, it was all over. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. When they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And this defense gets the ball back for its own. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. Past the 30, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
14, set to kick this one away.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. He lets it fly. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll test the right side. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Vols are on the move. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's White. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, earn the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try the run. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. Holds it in on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw. And
fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incomplete.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback will audible. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot, padding my stats.
Going for it all. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job.
He'll take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room.